So Science Vessel's on the way. Let's see if Jaedong is aggressive with these lurkers. You can tell, wow, Jaedong is looking very intense. He's saying, come on, I'm Jaedong. I can beat BaBy. Give me a break. But now he's coming up the map. He has his mutas and his lurkers in, and he might try to end up with one attack here, even though there are two bunkers. If he scouted those bunkers, he's going to know that he shouldn't try to attack right now. But BaBy filling up a dropship. Decided to go for a dropship before his science vessels, but Jaedong has nicely positioned overlords. I don't see a way that BaBy's going to come through without being scouted. He is scouted by one of the overlords, and there are two Scourge in right now, so looks like Jaedong, he definitely scouted that. Very quick reaction from Jaedong, coming down with a couple of Scourge. Let's see if BaBy can get anything done. He's dropping right on this ledge, going to try to protect all of his units, and it looks like he's going to come in and try to snipe some of the drones. He might not survive here unless he can wedge his Marines back with his medics blocking. Okay, the medics are blocking now, and BaBy actually takes out all of the mutas, so he's going to deny mining here for a little while. Shouldn't take Jaedong too long to take this troop down, though. Oh, Jaedong comes in with an extra drone, and that is absolutely massacred. And BaBy's going to try to take out the spawning pool, but Jaedong can't let that happen. Definitely not. Coming in with one lurker, being scanned though, so BaBy actually defends against that lurker, and he's still defending. Are you kidding me? BaBy keeping 3 Marines alive with 2 medics just blasting through all of the units. But wow, okay, BaBy got a lot of damage done with just a few Marines, and Jaedong, he finally cleaned that up, so Jaedong can't be feeling too good about that. I don't think he expected BaBy to have the cojones to scan and get rid of that lurker like that, but looks like BaBy's moving out with his tanks. Very aggressive push from him out the front door, and he's going to go for that third base now. I have a feeling he's going for the third base anyway. Always a couple of options for a Terran player when they're moving out for the first time. Could try to go for the natural, which will obviously have a lot of sunkens, or he could go for the third, which may or may not have the Nidus Canal up in time. But either way, Jaedong is just trying to bide time, buy some time here so he can get his defilers up, get his consume researched. I saw the den earlier, the defiler mound, rather. So he's going to have consume for that soon, and he has his Nidus Canal down at the 5 o'clock position. So Jaedong sitting pretty right now. As long as he defends, he should be okay. He's coming into the middle of the map, playing aggressively, but he's got to back off. There is a siege tank in the area. He doesn't want to lose too many lurkers here. A lurker goes down, so BaBy already pushing the front, getting some nice lurker sniping. Coming out with some reinforcements, so he's going to have a very strong Terran ball of troops in the middle of the map soon. And the timing of the defiler is going to be the crucial point here. I don't see any defilers out yet for Jaedong, but I'm sure that Consume is researching. Jaedong kind of boxed himself into a corner. Now he's got to run away. I can't let... Oh, I think he took down a science vessel there with his Scourge, so that's good this early on. Definitely good to snipe the early science vessels. But BaBy, it looks like he's pushing the front. Oh, he loses another science vessel. That could be horrible, although he did get the irradiate on that defiler. That's going to be important, but there is a backup defiler in for Jaedong, and he does have consumed research, so now BaBy is going to have an uphill battle, I think. Jaedong's defiler play is absolutely terrifying. But, yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. Oh, I guess I'll talk about that in a minute, because Jaedong, he's getting a Dark Swarm, and he's pushing back the tanks, and BaBy's going to probably try to establish himself next to that 5 o'clock base, and eventually try to push up that ramp, but it is going to be very difficult at this stage of the game. But yeah, I was thinking about this. Jaedong can be the best player in any matchup, but his consistency is what makes him such a terrifying threat. He's good in every matchup. I'd say he's always been first or second best at every matchup. Even now, his versus Zerg, not always the best these days, but I'd say he's definitely second best, second or third, or maybe even first these days. But oh man, the Dark Swarm pushing BaBy back, and BaBy having a tough time. He's still, there's one lurker in there, so I'm not sure what BaBy's doing, but wow, BaBy is actually pushing down, sniping a few drones before he backs off. So wow, BaBy is playing a nice game here already, because that's Jaedong's third only mining base, so if he snipes enough drones there, he's definitely going to whittle down the economy of Jaedong. But now, BaBy has some troops in the middle of the map. They're being absolutely destroyed by Jaedong. Jaedong coming up. Oh, he loses his lurker. Looks like he burrowed kind of out of range of that dark swarm, but okay, Jaedong throwing even more troops down the Nidus. He does not want to lose his third base, but wow, BaBy's actually pushing this with tanks now. He has a very small Medic Marine army, and he's coming in with some reinforcements, but he has plenty of tanks. All of his tanks survived this engagement, so wow. Okay, the tanks are going to be destroyed now because of the Dark Swarm in the area. But man, BaBy is playing very aggressively, and he might be able to take down this base. Jaedong has to focus all of his energy to protecting this 5 o'clock position, because if he loses this, he's going to lose the game. Even though he's taking that 6 o'clock position, he lost a lot of drones down here. Okay, he sniped 2 tanks, so that's good for Jaedong, just keeping his circlings under there, taking the siege splash damage. But now BaBy is coming out with 2 different forces. He's going to push the natural expansion, I think, with forces if he can come in with the science vessel to take care of the lurkers. But he still has his troop down at the 5 o'clock position. Very good play from BaBy in this game. Takes out a Defiler there. I see the Defiler blood splatter. Kind of sad that I've been watching it so long that I can tell the difference between different blood splatters. But let's see a scan from BaBy. He's going to try to take out all the lurkers. He decides to back off, though. Can't tackle that yet. This is a very intense battle for the 5 o'clock position because, okay, it looks like BaBy is actually trying to take that 12 o'clock, and because he's being so aggressive at this 5 o'clock, Jaedong might not have the resources to attack it for a while, so I think that is a smart decision from BaBy. Loses all of his troops down at the 5 o'clock, but he's coming in with backup units, some squad tactics like Flash uses against Zerg players. Oh, Jaedong didn't even manage to cancel that hatchery in time, so he's going to lose that pretty quickly. That's a lot of minerals down the toilet. So Jaedong is trying to take another base because he knows he needs a 4th base right now, definitely, to compete against a 3-base Terran player like this. So I'd say Jaedong is a little bit on the back foot, but as long as he establishes a 4th base, gets the defense on that, I think he will be okay. Irradiated Defiler, Jaedong trying not to waste that Defiler, trying to get a couple Dark Swarms in the middle. Make that Defiler worth it, but now he's forced to back off. BaBy has a lot of troops out there. He has about 3 squads of Medic Marines out, each accompanied by science vessels, I believe. So, but he's still going to have a very hard time breaking through this if he doesn't have tanks in the area. He needs tanks to outrange the lurkers right now. But BaBy's coming in anyway with his science vessels. Wow, he's still pushing with those science vessels. So Jaedong, he's got to throw everything through the Nidus Canal right now because he needs to defend that new inside 5 o'clock base, but a lot of fire bats, and BaBy's actually fighting the lurkers with fire bats. That's crazy, and he actually takes down everything under the Dark Swarm.